Hello party farmers, welcome back to WISNICE. As it is the holiday season, happy holidays if you're celebrating. The best of wishes to everyone watching this. But without further ado, let's hop over to the wheel and see what challenge we'll spin for today. Last time we only had to lease for one episode, so we didn't put that on the list. But let's see if we can put something else on the list. Like the don't repair. Okay. Fantastic. So that's actually something that we can remove. We don't have to add, we have to remove. Okay. So removing don't repair. But since we're removing something, we'll spin again. To hopefully implement another rule. That would be highly appreciated. And we get to enable fieldstone. Don't repair is out. Enable fieldstone is in. Let's hop over to the game and see what we can do. Alright, so we have to enable the fieldstone. Let's see, we do that right down here. Fieldstone on. Alright, crop destruction on. Yeah, let's go. Because we have some stuff to do. I believe we have 2 fields that are ready to harvest. With barley. And we have a little bit of wheat to terminate, as it would seem. So let's get the combine over to the bottom 2 fields. And let's see if we can harvest that all in one. I think we should be able. Able to. We might as well get the big trailer out, or the, well, bigger trailer out. And yeah, my downstairs neighbors are doing some maintenance work, so if there are some weird cuts here and there, that is because they're using power tools. Now, you might like the sound of machinery with the tractors and the combines and everything, but I will spare you the drilling. So yeah, let's get this combine over to the field, and let's start this episode off with a little time lapse. both of the fields harvested. And we have gotten a lot of barley out of this, I have to say. If this machine can be turned off, that can actually hear what we're saying. There is a lot of barley. That's a full big trailer load that we've gotten out of this. That is nice. That is something that we can sell. And then the small trailer is something that we can keep. Because I do have a plan for the barley. And we can store it in the silo for now. I mean, you still have to clean up these fields, right? There's a lot of hay laying around. That we ever so kindly have to, you know, get out of here. And then we also have to reseed with either some... Let's see, what should we put in here? I mean, soybeans are always just a good crop to have because they don't require any fertilizer. But I do like one of the 3 grain types to keep at all times. And maybe we'll even split it up. Who'll know? Who'll know? We'll leave this back at the yard. Because we have to check something at the yard. Because last episode we have gotten 23 silage bills. Well, grass bills that are hopefully ready for silage real soon. So we can start selling that as well. That should profit us quite a bit. It's about 110,000 liters of grass silage. That should give us a pretty penny, I'd say. But yeah, let's sell the barley first. And let's see, where are we gonna sell this barley? It is either the Green Valley. It is probably Green Valley since it's closer. So we'll get the trailer over there and I will see you when we are ready to sell. And here we are at the Purchase Agroplan. Now let's see, we are using the grain door to tip. And I think just using the complete backside to tip is way faster. So let's see, this is 18,000 liters. That should net us about 18k as well, because it's 1,000 per 1,000 liters. Which is a pretty nice profit, I do have to say. That is something that we can use for our good benefit. And possibly even the purchase of some land. Yeah, and 1800 for environmental score, that is pretty amazing. Now, the fermenting is about 90% on the bills. So we do have some other stuff that we can do in the meantime. We have some baling to do of the hay, and we also have some weed to get rid of. So let's get rid of the weed. Whoa, let's get rid of the weed. Let's build the hay, and then let's check on the silage bills. all of this field sprayed as well. Here we are. Let's see. Yeah, the whole field is almost done. I forgot a little bit over here. Which, okay. As long as you spot it, it is fine. Now, with these bigger fields, I do think that it would be beneficial to also look into the spot spraying. Because we used 60% of a tank here. Over 60% of the herbicide tank. Now, herbicide is not the most expensive in the world. That is true. That is very true. But I do think that it would be good to save some money on that specific thing. Or a thing. But that's a worry for later. First, before we put this back, let's have a little look at the fermentation. And the fermenting is about 99%. That is actually pretty good. Pretty good timing, I have to say. Well played. Give a like for the timing. Also, if you're coming back on the regular, a subscription will be highly appreciated. It is free, and it helps me out a ton, especially during these festive days. But yeah, as it only is like 1 or 2% more fermentation, we might as well take these and see if we can sell them. And silage, we have to sell it to biogas, that's for sure. But I'm almost certain that the biogas plant won't take everything. So we'll see what we can drop off over there, and the rest will go to the barn. So, let's see, where is the biogas plant? That's the carpentry. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's pretty close to the barn as well. So yeah, let's head over to the gas plant, and I'll see you there. Alright, here we are at the biogas plant. Now, let's see, I believe everything has to be put into that container over there. But before we do have to check if all of them are silage, and I think that is the case. If it's not the case, it probably won't take it anyway. So let's see. Will it take us unloading right here? I hope it does. Otherwise we might have a little issue. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, right? Do we actually have to put it in? Oh, that is slightly annoying, I do have to say. Okay. Well, let's get the telehandler over here and see if that helps anything. Okay, here we have the telehandler. Let's see if we can pick up 2 at the same time. And try and dump them in. Or put them in. Dump them in. I mean, we are gonna dump them in, but let's see. Is this actually possible? Would this actually be possible? There is one, but it doesn't really take it. Why doesn't this take it? Okay, let's figure this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, apparently you can't sell at the biogas, probably unless you own it. So instead, let's just sell it at the barn, the trusty old barn. It hasn't filled us yet, so we might as well. And slowly but surely get everything sold. That is a lot of bales sold. Oh wow, That is 60, 70, almost 80k that we got out of that. Oh my. How lucrative is silage? Oh, this opens up a lot of possibilities. First things first, we have to decide if we want to start buying the things that we're leasing. Right now we're leasing the bill loader and the mowers, or the rear mowers. Now the rear mowers, per day we pay 750, and for each working hour we pay an extra 1500. Which is doable. Compared to what we're getting out of it, that is doable. So we could say that we keep leasing these and use the money that we get out of the silage sales for something else. Now it is an extra 750, and this one I believe is 500 to lease per workday. So that is over 1,000 a day that we just lose and we won't get back. So it might be worth at least buying the most expensive thing, which is the mowers, to kind of save in the long run on some money. Now that is 75k though. Right? It is 75k. That leaves us at about 30 to 40. Let me know in the comments, what would you suggest that will be good for the series? I don't think that leasing for the moment is a bad thing, so we'll keep doing it. At least for another silage round. Because every 2 months we're getting about like 80 to 90k for the silage. So we could use this money to put in some land, and that's where the barley comes in. Because there is a specific type of animal that eats barley, and that animal is chickens. Now I do want to keep some chickens for the eggs, and kind of accumulate a lot of eggs and then sell them all at once. Because I believe that eggs, if we can find them... Where eggs? Over here. That is between 2.4 and 4.2k. That is a lot for eggs. Which A, is a lot more than we get for barley. And chickens don't really require that much upkeep as well. So I think that would be a good investment, at least for the long term. And while we're here, we might as well start picking up these bills. I believe we can pick these up. I mean, we should be able to pick these up. There we go. So we'll pick up these bills, and then we'll see you back when we're ready to buy some land for the chickens. Now, while emptying the fields, we might as well sell the straw, since we won't be using it anyway. Let's see if we can line this up without running over this person that for some reason seems it very, very smart to start walking right next to heavy machinery. Yeah, let's get all of these sold. There we are. And that's an extra 15k. And with that, I think we need some more land. And we have been parking this combine on this plot of land for a long time. It did recently increase to plus 27%, which is quite a lot, I do have to say. Whereas this field is 3k more expensive, but just so much bigger. It's just such a much bigger plot of land, so we'll take this instead and wait for the price here to drop a little bit. So we'll buy that. And then we'll get over to this land. Because there are some trees in here that we do need to get rid of. If only just a couple of them. But yeah, the idea for this plot of land was mainly to get a yard going with all the machinery and maybe some production facilities. But I think we could get away with placing a little something here in the corner. Now we just barely don't have enough for the big chicken coop. But sheep though. I mean, we can start small. Have a little chicken coop right here. We can sell it eventually, right? Have it a little bit distanced from the road, because there still is another field right next to it. So we'll get a little chicken coop right over here that we can, you know, fill up. Get some animals in there. And yeah, we also need to have some barley in. So we'll need to get the tractor over and get some barley. And then we can also buy some chickens. Okay, so here we have the barley at the ready. Now we can start overloading. I'm not sure how much. Oh, well, we know how much goes in there. And that number is not a whole lot, 750. But we can buy chickens. And I would say that we are going for the young ones. They do need to age a little bit. But we might as well get 20 of them. 20 chickens. And then we get 2 roosters as well. I think the ideal ratio is 1 rooster per 10 chickens-ish. So we'll buy 2 of these as well. And here we have our chickens ready. That will slowly over time generate us some eggs. Now, 22 chickens isn't a whole lot, especially since they need to hit puberty as well. But it's just, it will work over time. They are loud though. Jesus flipping Christ, they're loud. Yeah, it takes a lot less than I thought, which means that probably we could just leave the trailer, or this trailer here, and have that as kind of the feeding trailer. Eventually we'll have a specific silo here where we just put in the crop that is needed. But yeah, last thing we're going to do today is clean the other trailer, because the trailers have been dirty for quite some time. And I do think it's good to have some fresh and clean trailers. Even though it's only mainly visual. I do like the idea of having clean trailers. We'll get this parked right over here. And we'll start cleaning this bad boy with a high pressure machine. Yeah, that already looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? As good as new. Perfect. And yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for today's episode. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode and this series, a like and a subscribe would be highly appreciated. But there rest me nothing than to wish you a great day, happy holidays, and there's going to be one more episode before the New Year's. But if you don't catch that, happy New Year's in advance. I wish you the best for 2024, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video real soon.